SK Vibemaker.
Look who's in the building. Shaybo, what's happening?
Yo, what you saying?
Hey, it's been a good time for you though, innit?
I know.
It's been a very good time for you. Like going back to like that 2011 freestyle that I think a lot of people reference, you being out the game for a bit and you coming back over the last couple years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a good time. How would you explain like the last like 18 months, 2 years for you?
Well, I only went back on music, I think last year around, summer. So before that, I was, just doing my own thing. I wasn't really into the music, but then I jumped back on it and everyone's showing me love. So I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? Because normally I come in, drop 1-2 videos, then, leave. But it's crazy. I'm consistent now, though.
So what brought you back this time? Because sometimes, artists, they feel like they're not getting the love they're supposed to get. They drop out and they find it very hard to come back in.
Yeah, but with me, because I started so young, I started my first video when I was like 13 years old. So I was in the education and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to finish that because, my parents are very, Nigerian parents. You have to go to uni. You have to. So I just wanted to, finish that route first. But then it was definitely, music is something I wanted to do anyway. So I just wanted to make sure I had everything patterned as far as, a backup plan. But I don't think I'll need a backup plan. Music is always going to be the first thing I run to.
Straight up. Yeah. I've been rapping since LimeWire,
Yeah, trust me.
Since LimeWire.
You know about LimeWire.
Come on, who
when
doesn't
you
know
used to
about
download,
LimeWire?
Soulja Boy and all that stuff.
Maybe I didn't do too much of that, but I know about LimeWire. Yeah.
He's not trying to get himself in trouble.
Mate, trust me, not as a DJ, man. DJs don't mess with LimeWire, man. DJs don't mess with LimeWire. But how would you sort of break down your musical journey since then?
I feel like because I started so young, I was able to, develop myself. So I know what route I want to go down. And I feel like people are showing me love because they've watched me grow up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They've known me from when I was young. So I just feel like it's happening naturally. Everyone's behind me. So hopefully they keep staying behind me.
Because many people say that Shaybo should have blew up a long time ago.
Yeah.
So when you hear comments like that, how does that make you feel?
I feel like everybody has their time. I feel like it's going to happen when it's going to happen. You just got to be consistent in your craft and then it's going to happen. Everybody has their time, everyone. So, yeah.
So are you quite a patient person?
No, I'm not, I'm not. However, I understood why it didn't happen for me before and why it's happening now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like I had to experience a lot as a person. I had to learn a lot of things as well because I feel like if I had the opportunity I have now when I was young, I think I would mess it up because I was just hood. Like I was a tomboy. I was, getting in a lot of trouble, arrested, all of that stuff. So it wouldn't have been convenient anyway. So now I'm just level-headed, grounded. So it just makes sense.
And now the butterfly has blossomed. Because there is a huge male fan base, but we're going to talk about that a bit later.
The man them rate me, innit?
They do indeed. So you're done now.
Yeah.
Women don't like me. F knows why. I had to say that in a clean way. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, are you facing a lot of that? A lot of like a lot of that kind of like behavior from your female friends, the females around you. Is that what's been going on?
Do you know what? The girls show me love. They show me mad love. They didn't used to show me love, but they show me love now.
It's changed up a bit.
Yeah,
then,
I feel but I think it's because of how I rap now. Because I feel like I was very street, and girls couldn't. A lot of girls won't be able to relate to that because I was around boys most of the time anyway. But now I've just. I speak for the girls, but I still rep for them. Like, I know how to rap, so the man them respect me as well. So, yeah.
That was a very hard way to start the song. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For you to use that as your first line, I feel like there's a message and you're speaking directly.
Yeah.
So, like, was that the first choice? Like, I want to start the song like this?
I was just in
Women don't like me. F knows why.
I was just in the studio and I was just vibes in and I was just saying what I felt. You know that bar, I don't wear long nails because it hurts when I'm slapping a real talk.
Okay then. Cheese, a bit of a fighter in your life then, yeah?
Yeah, I used to be, but I'm a good girl now.
Get scratchy with it, yeah?
No, we don't do scratches over here. Trust me. I got brothers, so, they taught me how to scuffle properly. Yeah.
There's another line that stuck out. I don't know. It doesn't hit home for me.
Yeah.
But like, I know this is a line that will hit home for certain guys.
Yeah.
Now you said, I can't take a guy serious with effed up shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, Is this something that you swear by?
That's what bear girls do. You didn't know that?
I don't know, man. I've been off the market for a very long time.
Do you know what?
And I like to think my shoes ain't that bad, even though
your
they're a bit dirty right now.
Your shoe game's
It's not
calm,
too
man.
bad. It's calm, innit?
It's calm.
It's calm.
But that's the first thing girls look at, you know,
Really?
when a guy chats to them.
Well, I've heard other girls say they look at the bulge. So is it the shoes really first?
Shoes, trust
Okay,
me.
it's the shoes.
Shoes says a lot.
The shoe says a lot.
It says
Not
a
only
lot.
by the finances, but maybe other things as well.
It's just how you maintain your shoes. If you're wearing Air Forces and your Air Forces are, you know, dirty, it says a lot. Because, you know, guys love their crepes. They love their cars. They love, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I might be wrong though, but it's just me.
Safe bet, man. I'll tell you something that I do, man. I don't know if this is lazy. I just wear black crepes, man. This is simple.
Exactly,
as that,
look.
Man. See the black crepe, them? See them? Black crepe. See? Oh, you got a black crepe as well? Okay.
Trust me.
But the thing is, though, like lift them high enough so the camera can see. The maddest thing is, though, you got white soles, though. You've got white soles.
Calm.
The white soles are difficult to maintain, but you got Balenciagas though. Still,
Yeah,
are they real ones?
Yeah. What do you mean? Are they real
I
ones?
just have to make sure. You know what I'm saying? It might be a side hustle. I don't know.
No, they're real.
Reebok Balenciagas. I'm
Real,
not saying that's what you're
it's
about, but some people are about that still.
Guys, come on, see. Look, Valencia. Do you like see it?
They can see it.
He's trying to. Ooh.
I wasn't trying to shade. So African, but I whine like a yardie.
Oh yeah, that.
I mean, what's the wine game like? Let them know, because you know some girls be saying that their wine game's strong, but like if you're a man and you know how to handle the wine, and you're like, she's saying her wine game's strong, but it's not really strong. Is she talking about a different wine?
No, I can dance, but I don't dance like that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm one of them girls. I'll just go into the club and I'll just sit there on my table looking bougie. I don't really dance no more.
Stush.
Stush, that's it.
Okay.
Bougie stush though. Bougie stush. Yeah, bougie stush.
Many are mentioning you as one of the female artists to spearhead this UK female drill movement. I don't know if that's something that you want to take on your shoulders, but can you understand why people are putting you as the face of that?
I get why people are saying that. However, I don't really I jump on drill, and I've jumped on drill so far, but I'm not a drill artist. I've never been a drill artist. I just do you know what I mean? I know how to rap well on drill. However, I've got a lot of songs coming out that are not necessarily drill. I call myself the Queen of the South, not the Queen of Drill. I don't really care about that title, but as long as, you know, everyone knows I'm the Queen of the South, I'm good. Yeah.
What does being the Queen of the South mean, though?
I'm just rapping for my ends, but originally why I called myself the Queen of the South is because of the Netflix series Queen of the South by Teresa Mendoza. And then I could just relate to a lot of the things she went through. That's why I call myself the Queen of the South. But when I've, you know, released my song Shaybo, you don't know, everyone's just calling it like, oh, she's from South, she's calling herself the Queen of the South. Cool. But everyone stands behind me, so it is what it is.
So there's been a recent burning topic recently, and I would like to get your take on it. It's been something that I've been speaking about, like on podcasts and with loads of artists. The discussion was sparked by H, and he was talking about the younger audience behind him, maybe younger than him. He was kind of like talking about the relevance of grime in the younger audience. So it sparked a whole kind of talking point. You know, everybody online, Twitter and all that's kind of talking about it. I want to ask your take on it, man. What's your take on the relevance of grime on the younger audience?
I feel like with where he was coming from, it made sense. However, for example, I still listen to Tupac. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's still younger kids who know who Tupac is, and he's been, rest his soul, he's been away for a long time.
Over 20 years.
Yeah, so it's just about, you know, how the UK culture embrace grime and push grime. But I feel like people listen to what they want to listen. I listen to, like, you know, don't you want me? You know, when you say, you know what I mean? Old school music. So I feel like as long as there's still grime artists out there, I don't think grime can ever die. But I got where he was coming from.
Did grime ever play a part in your, you know, upgrowing, like your evolution as an artist?
Yeah, 100%. Have you heard of Novelist?
Of course I heard of Novelist. I done an interview with him a few weeks ago. He's from South, obviously.
Yeah. We went to the same school together.
Okay.
So me and him used to clash in the playground, and we used to have like our Sony Ericssons, our LG cookies, and we used to play like loads of grime beats, and we used to go against each other. So that's kind of where, you know, I picked up my rapping skills. I used to rap really fast as well. I got that from grime.
So tell us on record, man, like you used to clash with Novelist.
Yeah.
Did you win or did you lose? Be honest.
Do you know what? Yeah. Back then, I was harder than him. I'm not gonna. Back then, I was harder than him. We used to argue a lot as well. Like we used to argue about who's harder, but I was harder than him, and I used to tell him I'm harder than you.
Well, it's on record, man.
Exactly. Oh, he's gonna cuss me out for this.
Oh man, but it's the truth though. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth.
I was harder than him, but obviously.
So there you have it on record. Shaybo used to beat Novelist in clashes back in the school days.
Trust me, he knows as well. He knows.
Thing. He knows, yeah.
He
okay,
knows,
then straight up. Hopefully, we ain't starting something right here.
Nah, I mean he'll cuss me. He'll DM me say you're a cheeky little mare, but you know.
Bonjour, ça va?
Yeah.
With Miss La Familia.
Yeah.
Are you bilingual?
Yes, I am.
Straight up, you can speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
What are the languages you can speak?
Yoruba, French, and Spanish.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Easy now.
But do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like the Spanish, I'm a bit rough on it, but I can hold a conversation 100%. Yeah.
So here, I don't want to put you in the box as like, you know, one of the, I don't know, what do they call them? Like male haters or male bashers, but you've definitely got a lot of those bars. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women have maybe been taking it for quite a few years from the men, and it's only right that female artists like yourself give it back to the guys. Now you got the bar. One thing I can't stand is a broke brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A broke brother.
But you
how
know
broke are we talking?
Do you know what? I write my music based on experiences. So I was in a relationship, and you know, I was just let me not even diss or get into that, but yeah, like, you know, if you're gonna be broke, yeah, you can't be moving mad. You know what I mean? Like, we love you for you, of course, and we're here to support you as women, but you can't be, you know, moving mad.
You can't be brass.
Exactly, you can't be moving mad because it's like, we're here for you, but you're not really offering that much. Do you know what I mean?
Listen. I'm in a relationship at that moment, yeah? I got wifey.
Yeah.
And we have a certain amount of money together.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden she's way more brasser than when I met her, I'm going to support her. But there's only going to be a certain amount of time that's going to be acceptable.
I get you.
That's real talk.
I get you.
Do you get me?
I get you.
So I've put it on record. That's what I'm saying.
I get
Wifey, yo, we both got to be moving onwards and upwards.
Exactly.
We can't be moving forward and downwards.
I get
you know what I'm saying?
I get you. I just didn't want to incriminate myself because I want the man them to like me, okay? I didn't, yeah.
But it's not all about the finances though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
no, it's not.
It has its significance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's not pretend like it don't. So your collab with Miss La Familia.
Yes.
How much camaraderie do you feel with your female counterparts in the game?
La Familia's my G, we're cool. Big up all of them, to be honest. The people I've interacted with, Miss Banks, La Vida Loca, Trillery, T Zandos. I really like her. I really like T Zandos. But yeah, I feel everyone supports each other, but everybody understands they're on their own thing. So
do you feel like a team player or are you more of a lone wolf?
I'm a lone wolf, but not because I don't want to be a team player. I'm just not really, you know, out there like that. I just do my own thing. But if you see me, then you know I'm good, I'm lovely, I'm calm. But I don't do that extra stuff. Like, I live in the moment. So a lot of people I've been around, I don't even take pictures or anything. Like, I just do my own thing. I'm just there.
Now, you're definitely a barer.
Yeah.
You're definitely very swaggy with it. But the sexual part of your rhymes and your songs is definitely a significant part. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the sexual side of Shaybo, is it Shaybo in real life or is it Shaybo the alter ego?
No, Shaybo in real life. Shaybo in real life. Yeah, but I feel like women should just embrace their sexuality, embrace what they're on. I feel like we're in a new age, so I feel like just be yourself, own yourself, and it is what it is.
You don't feel no pressure to live up to like sort of a bad B persona or to sexualize just because that's what everyone else is doing or something like that. This is because this is what you want to do.
Nah, because I'm not just all sexual.
No, I'm not saying that though. Yeah,
no, but in my last video, Anger, I was in a tracksuit, and in Shaybo, you don't know, I was also in a tracksuit. But obviously, I had the, you know, the sweet, nice, sexy side. But I'm both. I'm hood, sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, we like it.
Thank you.
You've been having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, over the last year or so.
Yeah.
But it's going onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
The expectations rising. People are expecting a lot from you.
100%.
Are you feeling like the energy from like the fans and, you know what I mean, the expectation for Shaybo to deliver?
I feel like I'm always going to deliver by just being myself. I feel like the fans are behind me. They've got my back. But obviously, my real ones, which is what I call them, they tell me the truth as well. So if I ever release a bad song, they'll let me know. So that's where my pressure is, to be honest with you. I just want to make sure my real ones stick with me and they love what I'm doing, because I make music for myself and for them. So, yeah.
I can't control my anger. That's why I smoke this. You know what it is.
Yes.
They know what you're talking about still, even though it's got the word cut out. I feel like if I couldn't control my anger, I'll probably be eating a lot of sweets. That's like my safe zone.
Really?
Yeah, that's my safe zone, man. Sweets. It's like I'm a recovering sweet fiend.
What's your favourite sweet?
Cola cubes. I like cola cubes.
Cola cubes?
Yeah,
What's that?
You like cola cubes?
Nah.
How do you explain them, man? They're a boiled sweet and it's cola flavour. They're
Oh,
old school. They're like
sick.
a traditional sweet, like old school.
Ah,
I went to a
sick.
special sweet shop the other day.
Where?
I bought some down Shaftesbury Avenue.
I don't even know where that is.
A proper bespoke sweet shop. It's off Tottenham Court Road.
Okay.
Like you keep on going, and I went in there and it was like a playground.
Oh, sick.
But for you, it's different, man. You can't control your anger, so you smoke the what's it called? You know what I'm saying?
what's it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Have you seen a therapist? Have you seen a therapist about that anger?
I actually, I went to university. I tried to get into social work because I was very interested in, because I felt like I was very misunderstood. I used to get excluded a lot. I used to get in a lot of trouble and stuff like that. And it's because I couldn't articulate myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have an argument without being physical. So I decided to go into social work, and I feel like it's taught me how to understand other people. And the reason why I wanted to do it is because I wanted to go back to my community and, help people. It would be good for them to see somebody who's been there, done that, somebody like them. But of course, I decided to go the music route. But I feel like through doing all of that stuff, through learning all of them things, it's helped me. So I feel like I can control my anger better. But obviously, if you try me, you're going to get a reaction. But I try to, talk instead.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So depending on the amount of anger that you're having in a week, dictates the amount of greenery which is around you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. But I just feel like even for me to make that song, it was just I feel like, when you're feeling a type of way or you're in a certain type of mood, you want to listen to the right song that's going to match your mood. If you're going through heartbreak, you're going to want to listen to, Sam Smith or, Georgia Smith or, Lord or all those people. So I wanted to make tunes for girls that are just angry. So instead of actually acting out, you can just listen to music, amp you up for the day. Probably if you're in the gym, you can listen to anger. Do you know what I mean? So...
Quite short songs as well, man. You're not into like making 3.5 minute songs or 4 minute songs, are you?
Do you know why? Because I feel like back in the day, my songs were 4 minutes and stuff like that. But I feel like music is different now. People like short and snappy. People's attention span is quite short now because there's so much going on in the world. So I just keep it short and snappy now. So people can wheel it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
What's a regular track making process for Shaybo? How does it go down? I mean, do you like to record in the night? You've already expressed your love for the greenery. I don't know if that needs to be around.
Nah.
Do you like a lot of company in the studio?
I used to write when I was at home, but I actually write my freestyles at home because my freestyles have much more emotion as far as, what I'm talking about and stuff. But when I'm in the studio, I just like to go to the studio with my mind clear. And it's like whatever emotion comes out is what it comes out. So words just come out of my mouth now. But it's something that I've had to learn throughout the years, especially with the pressure because I have so much studio sessions to go to. And it's just better having the producer and the artist there together because it's like a 50-50 creative process. So it's just become easier through the years.
You mentioned earlier about your Nigerian heritage and how maybe your parents wanted you to stick with academics.
Yeah.
How was that like sort of maybe fending that off and not going, you didn't do further education, didn't do university, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you finished?
I didn't finish, but I did it.
Oh, so what was it like when you didn't end up finishing and then you decided to take this music route? How did that conversation happen with your parents?
So I was actually about to go into uni. Like I was literally about to, you know, do my 3rd year, but then I was just like, this isn't something I want to do. This is forced kind of thing. So I just said, you know what, I'm not doing it. But then I decided to go into the work with Grenfell Tower survivors. So I used, you know, what I've learned. And obviously, even if you don't finish the 3rd year, you still have a certain type of qualification for finishing the 2nd. So I was working with Grenfell Tower survivors and stuff like that. And then I must have went to an interview and a woman must have said to me, like, why are you here? Like, there's so much more to you. I think she reads energies or something. And she said, you should be doing something else. Like, so I was just like, yeah, like that message really stuck with me. And that's why I decided to go into music and stuff. But, you know, as soon as my parents saw that it was something I wanted to do, because it's something I've always wanted to do, they was just like, all right, cool.
What are some of your ambitions as a musician? My
ambitions is to go international. I feel like most artists, what they want to do is, you know, get out of, you know, bad environments that they're in. They also want to help their family, help their people around them. But I want to be able to do what I'm doing, go international, but I still want to help my community, because I'm very big on, you know, youth work and stuff like that. But it's what I've picked up from, you know, uni and social work and things like that. So that's my goal.
Straight, man. I mean, that's some big plans that you got right there.
Yeah.
Are you working on a project at the moment? Have you got a project near completion?
Yeah, the Queen of the South EP is coming out in June. There's a lot of work to be done. I've got the track list, but I just didn't know, you know, how much songs I wanted to put on there. But there's a lot of videos happening. I've got a feature from America, which is crazy, but I can't say who it is. But yeah,
we'll find out very soon.
I was in studio with him and I was so like, what? I'm really in studio with my man. Like, what? This is going on. But yeah.
That one's going to be a big surprise.
Big surprise.
And that's definitely going to be on there.
Yeah, 100%.
Queen of the South.
Queen of the South EP.
Look forward to that, man.
Thank you.
Talk to us about Anger then. You kind of touched on it already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk to us about the single Anger.
Anger was just a way to show that I can bar. And I feel like when I make music, there's a lot of quotables for girls and stuff like that. So, disrespect me, I'm going jail. Girls in Bronzefield know me well. All of that, Cantona, you know, back in the day. So I was just trying to use bars and punchlines and just show everybody that I can actually rap. But on top of that, I just wanted it to be fun. I feel like I put a lot of emotion into my music anyway, so it's just funny, but I'm being serious, but
jeez,
it's funny.
Hey, listen, my interviews are hotter, you know. They're not cold, they are hotter. What do you reckon, Shaybo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're lit still.
You're not just agreeing with me. Are they hot? Yeah.
No, you're lit. I'm telling you.
Thank you very much.
You're lit. I've never been so vocal. Yeah. The questions you're asking, they're serious.
Thank you. We've had a great conversation today.
Thank you for having me.
SK Vibemaker.